All right, thought I'd take you on a tour of my craft room now that it's finished. Well, mostly finished. The Cricut will live up there with its cover as soon as its cover is done in the wash. It's in its bag right now, and then my laminator's laying up there. I got this dresser, and it's companion free on Craigslist. Sorry if I'm making you dizzy. And inside here, this is my multimedia cabinet. So I have my little collection of Nuvo drops, and then my ink refills and glitter in there, and my spray inks, distress paints, glue gun and glue pot and glue sticks, shaving cream for marbleizing, and those are my alcohol inks. There are extra pads, watercolor paper and artist paper and that kind of thing. Even more because I ran out of room in the drawer. That is all my embossing folders, extra plates, that kind of thing. This is a vinyl lettering thing that's going to be a project, some canvases. This is my cutting tools, extra cutting blades, circle cutter, X-Acto knife, etc., stuff I barely use but have to have access to. This is my gelatos, my I have no idea what that is. This is Perfect Pearls and Prills. Oh, that's Sands and that kind of thing. Extra stuff. Okay, and then down here in the drawers, which I don't know if I can get out with just one hand. This is my paint drawer. My Brusho watercolors, my metallic paint watercolors, my acrylic paints, paint tubes, extra paint brushes I got for Christmas, my Gonzai Tommy. Underneath all of that is flat canvases, flatboard canvases, and more palettes, craft sticks, paintable frames. There's a watercolor foiled pad down there that I bought on clearance to paint. And then this drawer, which I can't pull out one-handed because it's way too heavy, has all my Cricut stuff in it. My mats, my cartridges, tools, anything to do with Cricut is down there, with the exception of in the back of this sewing cabinet. There are 3 boxes that have all the books. This is my sewing and miscellaneous. Can you tell I don't sew very often? These cabinets, this was my husband's grandmother. These top two are this top one is office supplies, cards I've made. Then the next 2 drawers are cards from friends and family and swaps, etc. Blank cards to be used. The bottom drawer is memorabilia cards. And then in here is all office supplies and mailing supplies. Sorry for the rotation. An old media cabinet that we had. My background stamps, 12 by 12 paper and paper kits and etc., same in there. Then up here on the top is all my stamp sets. This cabinet on the top is my magnetic cutting mat. I don't use it very often, but I use it as a surface to put 12 by 12 paper on and photograph my cards. And then my Big Kick, all my dies. Down here I have all my Stampin' Up! In a DVD holder. This cabinet's on wheels, and it's got all my half of my embellishments. And it's covered by my glass mat and my Totally Tiffany benefits and rewards from like 3 years ago that I don't get rid of. Up here is my Kiwi Lane. All my books, magazines, etc. My completed albums. And down there on the bottom is empty albums. My Your Story. This is storage items that I've emptied but don't want to get rid of yet. And then up here on the top in the green is all the stickers that I own. I got rid of a lot of them. And my what's that called? Texture Boutique from Sizzix. It's missing its handle because I dropped it. And then my 5-inch Xyron sticker makers because I haven't switched over to the Creative Station because why would I when I have those? Up there is my extra sewing machine and supplies on the shelf, extra stuff. This is my ink storage that my husband made for me. Clearly you can see I need another one for my Distress inks. My Catherine Pooler inks, which I love. Down here on my desk, that's my embossing powders that I use all the time. In the closet where the media stuff is extra embossing powder that I don't use all the time. My OttLite computer desk over there. This is my work surface. This is my stuff that I use all the time. Don't mind the fact that the couch cushions aren't on. That's because the dog gets on the couch and I don't want the couch cushions ruined. Wipes never leave my desk. This is my, you made a whole bunch of them and didn't turn them all into cards. So I draw from there when I need inspiration or need a quick card. My We Are Memories Keeper spinner with markers and pencils and tools. A desk caddy that has my Post-its in it. The stamp that I use all the time and I love it. It's not a card. It's a masterpiece. Yes, I stamp all the things. I made this. I made this. It's priceless. This card took hours to make. Love it. Cherish it. My back of the card stamp. Of course, alcohol, sanitizer, hand sanitizer, and lip balm because you can never be without it. My ATG. More embossing powders. These are my glittery ones. Copic. Colorless blender, my watercolor cups and brushes and scissors, and bone folders and more scissors and pokey tools and sprayer. This is how I store all my acrylic blocks. My trash can. Right here are my mini inks, my Ranger Distress, my Memento minis, and my Quick Coats powder inks. And then that is paper storage, envelopes. I honestly don't know what's in that bottom one, and I just put it there. More 8.5 by 11 paper storage. This is my drying rack. It was 12 by 12 paper storage, but I way outgrew that a long time ago, and I found those in my garage, and it's become my drying rack because we now have 3 cats living in our house who don't like to leave things alone. This is my go-to. This is my scrap paper bin, and this is my small distress watercolor embossable things, masking paper. But any scraps I have go in here, and I don't keep anything smaller than an A2 front card size front. Down here, extra nonstick mat, extra white pouches, my Crop-A-Dile. That container has all of my foils, my anything to do with foiling, anything to do with vinyl is in that container. There is my marker storage that is a mess because the cat knocked it out a couple of days ago and I have yet to put it back together, but my husband made that too. Paper storage, that container right there that holds up my desk, all paper storage, 12 by 12, 12 by 12 paper. The other embellishment cart. Grid pad, that's my pre-cut card fronts and pre-cut cards in black, cream, and white. Sorry for making you dizzy. My planner, markers, and my favorite cutter never leaves the thing. This is my cutters, extra cutters, rulers, scoring tool, envelope, punch board, and my MISTI. Down there, that is extra art journals and etc. Now onto this last space is that long dresser. All the drawers are labeled. This is my adhesives. This is my go-to adhesive drawer. It's got my Xyron X, all my ATG refills, my double-sided tapes, my foam tape, my packing tape, tape runners. These aren't really adhesives, but texture pastes, glitter pastes, etc. because I reach for them a lot. This whole row is adhesives. Spray adhesive, Armoretch, my washi tape. This is liquid glues in any form, shape, or fashion, including Gorilla Glue and Super Glue, because anyone in my household needs to know where something is. This is where they come to. And then last but not least, yep, that's a whole bunch of sticker maker stuff. All my sticker refills, all my replacement cartridges for my 5-inch, including my magnetic and my laminating and my repositionable, and then little tiny Xyron runners, and then miscellaneous photo corners. The Scotch wrist thing for holiday wrapping is in there. Then this side, this is my ink stamping tool supplies. Extra pads, sandpaper, Stampin' Mist, coffee filters for embossing, my Stampin' Scrubs, yes, I have a lot of distress ink tools. My stamp positioner, which I never use because I have a Misty now, but I can't get rid of it. This is, this won't fit in my basket because it's huge, but it's a Fisker stamp press. And then these are all of my faces from my Peachy Keen stamps. And this is red rubber stamps. More red rubber stamps, more uncut red rubber stamps down there in the bottom. And then this bottom drawer is all mounted stamps. That doesn't belong in there. But that's all my wood mounted stamps, all just piled in the drawer because I rarely ever use them. And when I do, I just thumb through them until I find what I'm looking for. I pretty much know what I have, and I have my, I have them all in my phone. Down here, those are my sequins, and then this is all my masks and stencils. This is more sequins that need to find a home, plus like brads and eyelets. That's jewelry making stuff that I picked up at the last event that I was at and have never done anything with. Miscellaneous stuff, rub-ons, trinkets, etc., etc. Down there is more multimedia stuff to play with, more embellishments. This is my specialty paper, like colored vellum and mulberry paper, etc., etc., tissue. And this is odd envelopes that are not necessarily A2, although it says A2, but that's not necessarily true. And so that's my space, guys. Thanks for coming on my tour with me. Have a great day.